Hello and welcome, Libras. Okay, so first of the air signs, getting in there, why not? So this is going to be your August reading. So we have the overall energy, so we're going to look at this first, and the new astrological cards I got, which are the Numius Astro deck, which is this one. That's the book. That's the same as the books, the cover. So this is really good. It gives you kind of an insight of your traits and your personality and stuff. But Libras are known as the idealist, which is lovely. So start off with the tarot. I'm going to be using the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue. Just because it's just nice and light, and it's that kind of week where you just need gentle messages. You don't want just slapped in the face with other tarot decks kind of thing, where you can do reverse and stuff, whereas this is just straight up what it says. So your overall energy for the month of August is the Magician. The Magician normally means you have all the skills, you have done all your training, you have the skills and stuff like that. It's just you have to know that you do have the skills. So what's it say here is you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Okay, read that wrong. And so you can be successful. You just need to see that. So I'm going to be doing 6 cards, a 6-card draw, and then I'm going to do 4 of these lovely cards, which are the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. I always get that mixed up because there's also the one by Colette Baron Reid, and this one is by Jodie Bergsma. They're lovely, huge cards, and it's mostly the artwork that you have to resonate with, so it's nice. And this one for Libras is the Humpback Whale, which represents singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you to keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. So it's all about being in tune with yourself and being, just being aware of what your mind and your body are telling you, what's good and what's bad. So now I'm going to do 6 cards with the lovely fairy oracle. Do you hear me? Fairy tarot, and we'll go from there. So how are you all doing, Libras? I hope you're doing well. This one came out. Oh, we got the Hermit. Okay, so I'm going to do 6 of these and 3 of Winter, and 4 of the oracles, because then it's 1 for each week of what's guiding you. These will not shuffle properly. Prince of Winter's that happy ferret. My goodness. I'm using this deck because I was drawn to it. We have the wheel. But also because those kind of weeks where you're just I don't want to do too much in-depth stuff. I just want to read it as it is. Whereas this is literally reading as it is. We have the 7 of Winter and 9 of Autumn. Okay, so let's put this in order, or get this all neatened up. You are all being charged with some Dalmatian jasper. So that's what was being charged on the pile of air signs. Protecting you from stuff and negative energies. Okay, so now I'm going to tilt this down a bit. Okay, so let's start with the Hermit, one of the majors. So the Hermit is all about, taking not solitary confinement, taking some solitary time for yourself, learning about yourself, and just being more in tune with yourself. But it also means find or be a mentor, take a break from society. A commitment is to your spiritual growth. So the Hermit's always about saying, it's not just about going off finding someone to teach you all this stuff. It's about going out and finding the ways that society don't really need. You don't click, so go away from it, and then that I don't need to follow that kind of thing, or something that you don't agree with and you don't find very helpful for you, whereas people are probably implying that it should, but there are things that would be good for you, like therapy and stuff, but you have to find the courage to go out and do that yourself, rather than someone going, go to it now, do it. To elaborate this, we have the 4 of Autumn, which is the 4 of Pentacles. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend or save money. Help out those who are less fortunate. So, in this time when you're all on your own, look at that artwork, sorry, you're going to be finding some sort of spiritual guidance for yourself. That could be anything. That's like, if you're not spiritual in that sense, you're just finding some, it's like doing self-work in a way. And with this Four of Pentacles, or the Four of Autumn as they say here, you're learning to know, what do I need to spend my money on and what am I spending it on wisely. So when you go away from people and stuff, what's the first thing that you know you will save for? That kind of thing. Next up we have the Three of Wands, which is the Three of Winter, which is the Three of Swords. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. So this is showing that you went away on your own. You tried it on your own. It didn't quite work out. So now you're reaching out to those you trust to help you with this. And to elaborate this, we have the Lovers. That's nice. True love that is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart. A return to good health. So in the sense of health, this is what would mean like you're coming back to loving yourself and finding who actually loves you in real life. Like it's not just like, ooh, it's a whimsical romance kind of thing. It's more like, like your family and stuff will love you no matter what. So that's the kind of long lasting love there in this sense. I don't feel like that's a romance kind of thing, but like if you do have a partner right now, they could be the ones who are helping you get back up. But in this sense, if you are single, I feel like it's your family that are helping you out of this tough spot. This is during the start of August. Next up we have the Prince of Winter. Look how happy that ferret is. I love how there's a ferret, it's funny. The Prince of Winter is the Prince of Swords. They're intellectual, determined, focused and impulsive, so they don't plan things ahead. Oh my goodness, I hate when you have an itch on your ear mid-reading. Like, thanks. So this is all about seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. So, given that you came back and you asked for help here with someone from your family, I feel it's more of a family love rather than a lover kind of thing. Lovers is just really showing you how intense this person cares about you. And since you came back and asked for help, you're like, right, let's do it. And you just have this sudden urge of energy and just dive in and just go, that'll do, that's fine. Rather than researching the things that you need to sort out. And we also have the Prince of Spring. Look at him on his rabbit. Big manly man on a rabbit. He's also the Prince of Wands. So charming, self-confident, passionate and restless. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. So this shows these are two polar opposites, literally two polar opposites. The Prince of Winter is all about how you initially reacted to this help. You're like, right, that's fine, let's just do it now, it's fine, I'll do it now, it's grand, we'll get it done now. When you finally calm down, you see that you get kind of more confident, realizing, okay, so I'm going to slow down a bit, and the help or advice that you were being given is obviously making this a very passionate relationship with someone. I feel like this is someone in something to achieve a goal with, like a doctor or a therapist or like, a diet consultant kind of thing. They want a goal to help you be happy at the end of the day, or they want your health to be the main goal. So this is how you initially react, and this is how you kind of grow as in that decision making. And as you grow with that decision making, we also see the Wheel here. The Wheel. Delays are over. Sudden or an unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. So you're either traveling more, or you have a plan to go, I just want to go down the country for a bit. Or delays are over. So you're not putting any of this on hold anymore. You're kind of tiptoeing around it. Like, it seems like, because the Prince of Winter was like really harsh and just making the decisions, whereas the Prince of Spring is just saying, take it easy, calm down, let's just think this through. And you do, and the wheel's still turning as this is happening. So this is like near the end of August. the wheels turning, and unexpected good luck. So something good is going to be coming out of near the end of August. And then coming up then is the 7 of winter. There is a better choice. Not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So even though you've made decisions, you're not following through with them, and you're running away from the responsibility of those choices that your family are really concerned about, as you can see here. And then we'll carry on. We have the High Priestess. Ooh, oh my goodness, we haven't seen this card yet. Trusting your intuition, carefully reflect before taking action. Insights that come through meditation. So if you do some mindfulness this month, Libras, just do some mindfulness, listen to some like relaxation stuff. You'll be more in tune, and then either one of these princes will come through as your decision then. I feel like it'll be mostly that Prince of Spring, because the Prince of Winter is just like an initial reaction, like your first emotional reaction, whereas the Prince of Spring is like your intellectual reaction. So you're running away from this because you're like dodging it, walking around eggshells about this, even though your family really wants you to sort this out or do something else. It could be career, it could be therapy. I just feel like it's a lot of healing, hence the whale here. Like we had the whale as your overall energy. I feel like it's a lot of healing. And lastly, we have the 9 of Autumn, which is the 9 of Pentacles, for the month of August. So reward yourself for all your hard work, being happy and successful, self-employed. It could mean you're self-employed. Cherishing your time alone. So you see that you went from a hermit to someone being able to stand on their own, but not like secluded, which is a lovely transition there. And I'll do another elaboration there. And we have the Princess of Autumn. That's lovely. So for those of you who are going back to college or school at the end of August, we see that you're going to be studious, responsible, cheerful, and a bit more yourself, I feel. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So you're finding you're in your little like chill out zone, and it's doing great, all that stuff. But you need to see, you're happy doing all this hard work, but you need to do the other bits of hard work in order to stay in this kind of little content bubble. So I'm going to carry on now and do the animal guides for each week. So I'm going to do 4 of them, and we'll see what comes up. I hope that made sense for some of you. Ooh, we got the horse. I hope that made sense for some of you guys. Like, I love this deck. It's just so nice and pretty. You have a cat. It's so nice and just light-hearted to use during a hard time. We have a squirrel. We have a squirrel. And lastly, we have a swan. Okay, let's see what they say. So in the first week of August, we have the horse. Freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So you're doing things over the summer. If you're not working, you're doing things over this month, and it's going to be promoting your goals and your life dreams and stuff. That kind of makes sense, given that you're going to be going off on your own here with the hermit and learning to spend your money wisely. You're running off freedom. You're being the hermit in this sense, with the horse guiding you in that sense. Like, you're riding that horse, it's just bolting. It doesn't know where it's going, but it will know in the end. And it has all this stamina. So like you're on a bullet. Like you're like riding a bullet. It's just going to keep going until it hits something, and then once it hits something, I think you'll know, what is your purpose, and you're finding your greater purpose. So that's the first week of August. Second week of August, we have the cat spirit guiding you. Being independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So, like they were saying there, about society and stuff not doing... Yeah, like with the hermit saying, you don't have to follow society's rules. Like, you don't have to follow what the world wants you to do. Like, oh, you're 26, you should be married and have 4 kids by now. That's not how life works. Everyone's different. But if you're like, oh, your parents are like, oh, they wanted me to be a doctor, but I'm a musician instead. That's your independence. That's you breaking the circle of society and being independent in your own choices. And then we see that with you're not following the crowd, which is fine. This is grand, but you're a natural healer and you're using your intuition. This is the second week of August. You're finally realizing you are an independent person and you don't need to follow the crowd, which is a beautiful thing, to be honest. Knowing that is great. We have the squirrel spirit following you in the third week of August. And we see that it says, always prepared. You're an expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. Now that kind of resonates very well with that Four of Autumn, which is the Four of Pentacles, and with this Prince of Spring. Very, very clearly, because the Prince of Spring is the Prince of Wands, or the Knight of Wands, who is obviously like really into making a plan and knowing what they want at the end of the day. And then they also know, like, you have hard work and hard play. Like, it's also with your overall energy being the Magician. Like, you're showing that you have the skills to do this hard work. And it's really lovely. That's actually a really nice card. That's really nice. It's just a squirrel. I love he's like, it's not just a squirrel, he's with like little like finches there. And last but not least, for the last week of August, we have the Swan, which is grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. That really does make sense with like the ending cards here, with the Nine of Autumn and the Princess of Autumn. You're learning to be the Nine of Pentacles here. Like, that's the one where the girl's like in the garden enjoying her fruits of her labours and such, and you're learning to like be gracious about, I have all these things, I have all this experience, but I know I need to do a bit more study. And you want to be graceful in saying no or putting your foot down, and you want to be like inspired by the swan spirit, really. And it also kind of resonates with the wheel. Like, it's showing that there's no delay, you're at this good luck, you know, the wheel of fortune is turning and you're gliding through this. Like, the wheel is just letting it slow down a bit, because you were really like frantically going mad there at the start. Going mad, I don't know why I went really Irish there, but like, you were going a bit crazy, get away from people, come here, I need your help, to your family, and then somehow you make a rash decision, but you also think it through at the same time. So yeah, that is your overall, that is your August reading for the month. That is your August reading for the month of August. That is your reading, Libras, for the month of August. I will leave that there, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!